The easiest way to improve your improvising when it comes to drumming is to take a rudiment or any sticking pattern and commit it to memory so that you can break it out during your playing. The pattern I'm going to teach you today is extremely versatile. It has a very distinct sounding rhythm that all good drummers will be able to recognize, and it's actually really simple and easy to learn. And that pattern is the 6-stroke roll. And by the way, I'm going to teach you how to play the 6-stroke roll in 4 different levels, starting with level 1, which is very easy, it's geared toward beginners, and ending with level 4, which is an advanced technique that only the most experienced drummers will be able to get. So how do you do a 6-stroke roll? Well, a 6-stroke roll is a very simple rudiment that looks like this. If you're a right hand lead, it goes right, left, left, right, right, left. It's traditionally played as a triplet pattern, so you're going to count it as 1-lit, 2-lit, 3-lit, 4-lit. The proper accenting for a 6-stroke roll is to only accent the first and last notes. You can also think of this as just accenting the single strokes and then playing all the double strokes really quietly. Proper accents of the first and last note are what give the 6-stroke roll its distinct sound. So now you know how to play the 6-stroke roll, but how do you use this newfound knowledge in your actual playing? Level 1 is to just play it on your snare drum. It can really be as simple as just making a drum fill by playing the 6-stroke roll in your snare drum. Sure, this isn't the most complex or crazy sounding fill in the world, but if you don't know what else to do and you want a cool triplet fill, then just breaking up the 6-stroke roll in your snare drum is a pretty simple way to do that. Level 2. Play the accented notes on the toms. Level 2 makes that last fill a little bit more interesting. Instead of staying on the snare drum the entire time, now we're moving those 2 accented strokes, the single strokes, onto the toms. You also don't have to just move the accented notes onto the toms. You can move any note you want onto any piece of the kit. Here's what it would look like if you just played the 6-stroke roll around the kit completely randomly. While you can play it however you want, I will say that the 6-stroke roll does tend to sound best when you play the 2 double strokes on the snare drum. But music is an art, obviously. There are no hard and fast rules as to what you have to do. So I just said you can play any piece of the pattern on any piece of the kit. So you may be wondering, why can't you play them on the cymbals? And the answer to that is you absolutely can play them on the cymbals, and that's what level 3 is. Why is this up a level? Well, because adding in the cymbals to any drum fill makes it a little bit more complex. When you're playing cymbals, 99.99% of the time, you're going to want to play a kick drum at the exact same time. That's just kind of a general rule for drumming. Obviously, there are exceptions. So for the sake of learning, you're always going to want to hit that kick drum at the exact same time you hit any cymbal. So what would a 6-stroke roll look like if you threw in some cymbals? Now, for you awesome, dedicated, advanced drummers that wanted to stick around to the end of this video, I saved the coolest, in my opinion, 6-stroke roll technique for you, and we're gonna go over that right now. This is level 4. Since the 6-stroke roll has 6 notes in it, pretty self-explanatory there, it's usually played in either triplets or 6-tuplets. But music is an art, and there's no hard and fast rule that says if a sticking pattern has 6 or 3 notes in it that it has to be played in triplets or 6-tuplets. So technique number 4 is going to be playing the 6-stroke roll in groups of 4. Playing the 6-stroke roll in groups of triplets, you're accenting the exact same notes every single time. However, when you play a 6-stroke roll in a group of 4, you're going to be accenting different notes in every single measure because the sticking doesn't fit perfectly into the note group. Once you learn how to count it though, you'll be able to create really cool complex grooves with syncopated accents. Make sure you're counting it as 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and it's really easy to ignore the metronome and just hear it as 1-lit, 2-lit, 3-lit, 4-lit. But the whole idea here is that we're really breaking our brains and trying to count a pattern of 6 in 4. To start off really simple, I'm gonna play the 6-stroke roll in 16th notes just on the snare, so you can really focus on counting it. Now I'm gonna play the exact same thing, but I'm gonna give myself full creative freedom to go around the kit. Make sure you comment down below which level you made it to. If you weren't able to fully understand level 4, that's fine. Go watch this video right here where I teach you a bunch of really cool sounding drum grooves that will be perfect for your level.